So you watched Malcolm X and maybe you thought, wow, Denzel Washington just became Malcolm. You got the speeches, the suits, the fire, the heartbreak, and that closing montage that leaves you stunned. But here's the thing. Malcolm X isn't just a biopic, it's a masterclass in visual storytelling, layered symbolism, and one of the boldest directorial moves in American cinema. Let's talk about what you didn't see in Malcolm X. Before we suit up and step into the movement, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment telling me what movie I should dive into next. I'm director Ammar Hejazi, and today we're going deep into Spike Lee's cinematic powerhouse. Let's start with the visuals, because Ernest Dickerson doesn't just film scenes, he paints ideology. Early in the film, everything is rich, colorful, even flashy. The reds, the suits, the dance halls, it's vibrant because that's Malcolm Little. That's the persona, not the purpose. As the film progresses, the color grading matures. It cools down, the lighting gets sharper, more focused, the framing gets tighter. This is Malcolm becoming focused too, shifting from distraction to discipline. Now pay attention to the signature Spike Lee shot, the floating dolly. There's a key one near the end, where Malcolm walks toward his final speech. He's gliding, not walking. It's haunting. It's visual poetry. It says he knows where he's going, and so do we. The script, co-written by Spike Lee and Arnold Pearl, isn't just documenting history. It's dramatizing evolution. It spans decades. Childhood, hustling, prison, Nation of Islam, and finally global human rights. But the brilliance? It doesn't tell you he's changed. It shows you in how he speaks. In early scenes, he talks fast, loose, slang-filled. By the middle, it's militant precision. By the end, he's calm, reflective, same voice, entirely different mind. The speeches aren't just lifted from real life. They're crafted into cinematic momentum. The "we didn't land on Plymouth Rock" line, Spike doesn't just let Malcolm say it, he builds to it, and the audience erupts. It's not a moment, it's a revolution in a sentence. Alright, let's just say it. Denzel Washington doesn't play Malcolm X, he channels him. From body language to speech rhythms, Denzel doesn't just change costumes, he evolves as the film evolves. There's youthful swagger in one scene, prison introspection in the next, and unshakable conviction by the third act. One underrated scene, the mirror moment after his conch is burned off. It's not loud, but it's powerful. That's Malcolm's first symbolic death, and Denzel sells the grief and the awakening without a word. Angela Bassett as Betty Shabazz is another powerhouse. Her performance is understated but full of quiet resistance. She's not just a supportive wife, she's a moral compass. Watch how she looks at Malcolm in key moments. Admiration, fear, love, all in one frame. Spike Lee wasn't just making a movie, he was making a statement. This wasn't about safe storytelling, it was about legacy. From the very start, when we open on an American flag burning into an X, Spike tells us, this is about more than one man. This is about what America does and doesn't want to see. The use of real historical footage, that's not just documentary style, that's context injection. He wants us to know this isn't just a story of the 1960s, this is a story that still echoes. And the ending, where young school children repeat, "I am Malcolm X," that's not cheesy, that's generational impact on film. It's bold, unflinching, and deliberate. Time to zoom in on what you might have missed. The transformation of Malcolm's wardrobe reflects his internal shift. Zoot suits to tailored suits to simple robes, flashy to focused to faithful. His character arc is in his closet. The use of mirrors and reflections, repeated visual metaphor for self-examination, especially in prison. It's not just about where he is, but who he sees when he looks inward. The film's structure mirrors a religious journey. Sin, confession, conversion, crisis, and martyrdom. Even the music evolves. Early jazz, militant percussion, then sweeping orchestral scores. Sound design follows the man's path. And finally, Spike Lee appears in the film as Shorty, Malcolm's friend. But symbolically, he's the bridge between Malcolm's past and the director's modern perspective, a reminder that we're watching history through history. Thank you for watching, and if this breakdown gave you something new to think about, hit like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. And tell me in the comments, what movie should I break down next? I'm director Ammar Hejazi, and I'll see you next time, where we keep uncovering the power behind the pictures.